That's Slate. What's up, guys? Welcome to Superwise. I'm John, and I'm here back to talk about that DCU slate because, man, it was incredible. I did a live stream reacting to it. Those are my initial thoughts, and this video is just gonna go over my in-depth thoughts, my more concise thoughts. First off, James Gunn is the leader we need for DC right now. He is so open and transparent. He knows the comics, he understands that these characters, a lot of them have been treated so wrong in the past DCEU, and now he is rectifying it, he's correcting it, and you can tell in this slate, he has a great balance of what worked, what didn't work and needed to be rebooted, and the more obscure properties that he's gonna elevate and make into household names just like the Guardians of the Galaxy. So before diving into the slate, this is a soft reboot. It's made very clear by the slate that it is not a hard reboot, and while I wanted a hard reboot, I was pushing hard for a hard reboot, and I think that DC will never truly reach its full potential unless we get a full reboot. I'm okay with this for now because James Gunn has more of an understanding of DC than any of these previous old regime executives, and he knows build-up, he knows payoff. If Gunn wasn't leading DC right now, I'd be hella skeptical, but I'm not, because I trust him. So it's just a wait and see situation. I'm not thrilled about it being a soft reboot, but I'm optimistic, I'm open-minded, and I'm definitely gonna give him a chance. So that means that Peacemaker, the Suicide Squad, Shazam, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman are probably going to stay. I will say this: recast the entire Justice League. If you want to keep Peacemaker and the Suicide Squad and even Shazam, that's fine, but having a new Superman next to Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, like, no, don't do that. So hopefully they recast the entire Justice League. I will be more okay with the soft reboot situation if that happens. Gunn confirmed that there will only be one actor to a role, so that means no, Jason Momoa will not be playing both Lobo and Aquaman. For me, have him play Lobo and recast Aquaman along with the rest of the Justice League. That would be ideal, and that would make much more sense. Finally, before we get into that slate, there will be DC Elseworlds. So outside of the main continuity, we will have Robert Pattinson's Batman, Todd Phillips' Joker, Ta-Nehisi Coates' Black Superman movie. I'm surprised that's still happening, but it is. And I think that's great because that's the advantage that DC has over Marvel, is that they're willing to go outside of the box with their properties. And also, Gunn confirmed that the directors will still have visions. Everything will be stylistically different and unique tonally, and that is what prevents superhero fatigue. People are tired of that from the MCU. So us having this for the DCU, this is just amazing, perfect. When we go see a DC movie, the intro will either have DC Studios or DC Elseworlds labeling it, and so the audiences don't get too mixed up, so that's a great opportunity for DC to seize. So anyway, onto the slate entitled Gods and Monsters. First, we have Creature Commandos, a 7-episode animated series written by Gunn. It's going to focus on a team of classic monsters. I think it's obscure, and it could be elevated to mainstream, and that could be really fun. Also, these characters who are animated will appear in the live-action movies and shows. That's how connected this new DCU is, and I think that's incredibly cool. Next, we have Waller, of course, focusing on Viola Davis's Amanda Waller. It's a spin-off of Peacemaker, and it'll take place in between Peacemaker Season 1 and Season 2. I love Peacemaker, and Viola Davis is perfect casting. I'm interested in this. The big one, Superman Legacy. Yes, we have a title for James Gunn's Superman reboot. It's Superman Legacy. I love the title. It's not going to be an origin story, and from the quotes that we heard from James Gunn and Peter Safran, they are sticking to who Superman is, truth, justice, in the American way. They're not shying away from that. They're not modernizing him. They're gonna keep true to the character, and I love that. Superman is my favorite fictional character of all time, and him getting the love and respect he deserves, the priority. Thank you, James Gunn. Thank you. Then we have Lanterns. We talked about this. Greg Berlanti was working on it, but now he's parted ways with DC, which is great. I don't want any CW-isms in this new DCU. Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan will appear in this show, and it's very much in the vein of True Detective. I wanted this to be a movie. I do think you need a big budget for this show. But hearing that line of True Detective, that sold me right then and there. Buddy Cop True Detective, I'm totally in. And the fact that the show is called Lanterns and not Green Lantern, that means we're gonna explore the lore of the Corps. Us fans have been dying for an exploration of each individual Corps, and now we're getting it in this, and it's gonna tie into the movies? Man, sign me up. The Authority is incredibly obscure, and I love that about it. We're going to be exploring the gray area. It's not just good or bad, it's the gray, and I find those stories to be incredibly, extremely interesting, and we're getting it here, and I'm excited. Paradise Lost explores Wonder Woman's birthplace, Themyscira. It takes place before the events of the Wonder Woman films, and it's a Game of Thrones style drama. I'm interested in seeing how Themyscira operates. It's filled with political intrigue. I just don't love how it's being reported that this is canonical to the Wonder Woman Gal Gadot films. Like I said, I don't want to see a new Superman with Gal Gadot's old DCU Wonder Woman. So I hope that there are no real connections and that this show can fit into the new timeline with a new Wonder Woman actress, new Themyscira, stuff like that. This is a huge one. This is Brave and the Bold, the introduction of the DCU Batman. It will have Damian Wayne in it and the Bat family already established. I love how we're getting the best of both worlds. The DCU Batman that's fantastical with the Bat family, and the more grounded, gritty Elseworlds Batman with Robert Pattinson, and his sequel is coming out in 2025. A Booster Gold HBO Max series is happening. I've been dying for Booster Gold for the longest time, and he's finally getting his own live action project. Let's go. The origin and exploration of his character is going to be so unique for the DCU. I can't wait. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow will be a darker take on Supergirl. I don't think Sasha Calle is reprising a role in this one. New Superman with a new Supergirl just makes more sense. It's definitely going to be a radically different take, and I'm for it. Seems like they want to make Supergirl more hardcore and more badass, with a more tragic backstory. Finally, we have a Swamp Thing horror movie, and Swamp Thing is so important to a lot of DC storylines, so seeing him get a reboot, a horror film, so hyped. And James Gunn said that not every DCU movie and show is going to be PG-13. They could dabble with R with the right character, and this is definitely a character. They're open to different ratings. That's very cool. So that is the DC slate. I'm very excited for the future. Not entirely happy that it's a soft reboot, but I will give Gunn the benefit of the doubt because he's earned it, and the slate is just a great balance of everything. Overall, as a DC fan, I'm happy that there's just a roadmap. There's a plan. That's what we need right now. The future is exciting. We'll see how it pans out. But tell me in the comments down below, what do you think about the new DCU slate? Are you excited? Are you sad that it's a soft reboot and not a full reboot? Tell me in the comments down below. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. That'll be all from me. And remember my catchphrase, guys. Stay super wise.